Oh, there's one. Oh, he's Good evening. Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Moore, faculty and staff, family and friends. I'm Dan Zatoon, principal of William H. Hall High School, and it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the culmination of 4 outstanding years, the commencement ceremony for the class of 2015. At this time, Paul Zeuscher will come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing after the pledge as the Hall High Concert Band will follow and perform the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As we begin this evening of celebration, I would like to recognize our staff members who in their own way will be graduating by way of retirement. Joanne Berry Dutro, art teacher; Rosemary Bonner, department supervisor for health and physical education; Catherine Buchholz, department supervisor for English; Jerry Kogan, social studies teacher; Elizabeth Devine, social studies teacher; and Claire Cousins, special education teacher. The Hall High community has benefited from these dedicated and caring individuals. It is with the utmost respect that I ask these educators to stand as we congratulate you on your retirement. You will be truly missed. To the class of 2015, I'd like to begin by telling you a story. 2 weeks ago, my family and I intended to celebrate with Hartford with another family. My daughter Ella, who's 5, was super excited to go on the rides. It was a hot day and the lines were unbearably long, but did not squelch her enthusiasm. When I asked her what ride she wanted to go on, without hesitation she stated the Ferris wheel, which to a 5-year-old is the equivalent to the Skyscraper at Six Flags. Ella had done a Ferris wheel before with my wife, and so we were fine with her choice. My wife told Ella she would go with her, while I stayed behind with our other baby who was trying to take a nap. But then something happened. Ella looked at my wife and shook her head. Now, as the dads in the audience will attest, clearly we understand our daughters and know exactly what they're thinking all the time, even before they're thinking it. So, after I saw her shake her head, I knew, of course, she didn't want to go ride with her mom. She was a little scared. She wanted to go with her dad on the ride with her. Her dad, the one who always keeps her safe, her protector. So like any dad, anticipating her thought, I handed the stroller to my wife and went to Ellen and said, okay, I'll go on the Ferris wheel with you. She looked at me, and she shook her head again. Now I was confused. She looks at my wife, and without hesitation says, "I want to go with Sadie," this is her 5-year-old friend, "alone." Alone? Alone? This is crazy talk. You can't go alone, you're 5. These carny rides are death traps. You're too small. What if you fall through the sea? These are all the irrational thoughts going through my head. But I look at my wife and I look at my daughter, and without hesitation, I say to her, "Sure, no problem." So Ellen and Sadie wait in line with my wife, who's going with my other daughter, Abby. I pretend that everything is good, but inside my heart, in my stomach, with my heart in my stomach, thinking, how can I agree to this? Ellie and Sadie eventually get on the ride and have an absolute blast. She has the biggest smile, she's waving to me every time she comes by. And as I'm smiling, I'm thinking, grab onto that bar, stop waving to me. But then it hits me. She was ready. She knew she was ready, and she did it. As I came to school this past week and saw all the seniors, I found a familiar feeling coming across my mind. And the thought of you graduating and moving on to your next challenge in life, whether it's college, work, military, and then I started thinking again. This is crazy. You can't leave yet. There's still so much we need to teach you. There's content, there's skills, there's life lessons. You need to know that carny rides are death traps. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Sorry, that was the previous one. But then the image of Ella on the Ferris wheel with that big smile came to my memory, and it hit me. You are so ready. Your parents, the West Hartford community, Hall High School, they prepared you for whatever Ferris wheel you're about to go on. Don't worry, we'll still be on the ground, watching you and supporting you on this new ride, this new adventure. But you are ready. These past 4 years have prepared you academically, socially, mentally, emotionally. Your teachers, they've taught you to think, how to ask questions, how to support your thoughts, ideas, and opinions. You've learned to be respectful, how to be responsible. I know you are ready because I've seen you demonstrate these traits over these past 2 years, and I'm sure the 2 years before I was here. In the classroom, on the athletic field, on the stage, and in the community. You have all the tools to be successful. Sure, there's more for you to learn, and there will be new challenges for you to tackle, other rides that you might be initially scared to take on. But one thing I can definitely say, you are ready. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2015. It is now my pleasure to introduce Superintendent of the West Hartford Public Schools, Mr. Tom Moore.
Thank you, Mr. Two. And congratulations, class of 2015. Let's say it right away.